Hey guys, I'm here to do a August/September MBR. I haven't been sticking to any sort of TBR. I've kind of just been picking things up and seeing what sticks and what interests me, and if I abandon a book, then so be it. I move on to the next one. And that's kind of the approach I want to take the rest of this year, is just have a big pile of books that I choose from for the next month or two. I think that's helped me a lot with getting back into reading in a more regular pace. It's because I'm enjoying what I'm reading, so it just keeps me wanting to read more. And so I think that's the approach I'll be taking from now on. So I have a big pile of books here. Most of them are from the library. I have a few that were sitting on my shelves, and then I have, I think, 2 to 3 ebooks from the library, but I don't have my Kindle. It's downstairs. I'll just put in picture right here. I'm not going to go into too much detail about these. I'm just going to kind of skip through them and introduce them briefly, because otherwise this video would be way too long. The first one's one that was on my shelves, and that's Of Love and Other Demons by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. I hope the glare is not too bad. This is going to be I think my third book by him. Nope, fourth book by him. And I don't know, I just really love him and thought that this would be great to add to the pile. The next one I have here is The Republic by Plato. This has just been one that I've wanted to read forever. I've never read The Republic, so I thought I would add that to the pile as well. The next one I have here, I've been wanting to also read for a really long time, before BookTube actually, before I ever did videos, before Goodreads was like a serious thing for me. One of the first books I added on there was this one, and it's The Name of the Rose by Umberto Eco. This is a massive book, so I'm just gonna try it and see if I enjoy it, because it will be kind of a commitment. I started reading the first page and it was already interesting to me, and I've heard a lot about this book, so I hope that it's one that works for me and I end up enjoying it. We shall see. The next one's another book that I've heard about for a really long time and I've never read, and that's The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, I think is how you say his name. It's so short and it has so much critical acclaim that I thought I'd at least give it a try. If I like it, I'll continue. If not, no big deal. This one kind of is one that I've been wanting to get to, and I've never read anything by this author. I haven't heard a lot about him either, but I thought I'd give it a shot. It's Lost City Radio by Daniela Rincon. I read the synopsis and I thought, yep, I'm gonna add it to the pile. So if this does work out, it'll be great for my Latin authors project, because I have been kind of slacking on that. The next two that I have here are kind of non-fiction. One is Remarkable Creatures, Epic Adventures in the Search for the Origins of Species by Sean B. Carroll. I love this cover. I don't know if you can tell, it's like such a weird cover. And from what I read, this is from an evolutionary biologist. And since I just read The Sixth Extinction by Elizabeth Colbert, I kind of wanted to try something else in this kind of topic. And so I saw this was one of the books, and once I saw the cover, I immediately was like, yes, I'm gonna get this. And then the next one is The Rise and Fall of Alexandria, Birthplace of the Modern Mind by Justin Pollard and Howard Reed. This is about the Library of Alexandria. I first heard about it years and years ago, and it was one of those things where you read a paragraph about it and you're like, wow, that must have been a huge event. But I haven't really read anything else about it. I just looked for books on Alexandria, and this was one of them, and it happened to be in my library, so I'm gonna try it and see if I like it. And then the last book that I have here is one that's been sitting on my shelves, and that's Dead Wake, The Last Crossing of the Lusitania by Erik Larson. I read The Devil in the White City by Erik Larson, I think last October or November, and I wasn't crazy about it. However, I saw the potential in his writing, and I kind of like the approach that he has to nonfiction, so I thought I'd give him another shot, and I just haven't picked up the book since. So I thought I'd add it to the pile to see if, I'm motivated to pick it up and read some nonfiction. And then I ordered one on Book Depository, which I've been wanting to read for a really long time, and that is by Carl Sagan. I think it's The Demon Haunted World. And then for the ebooks, from what I remember, because I have my Kindle downstairs, one of them is The Sympathizer, and another one is Into the Woods by Tana French. And those are books that I've heard about here on BookTube, but I never really wanted to run out and get them because they're so hyped, and for some reason, whenever there's a hyped book, I end up hating it. I don't know why. But those two, I kind of just figured I'd add them to the pile, and if they don't work for me, then no big deal, because I have all of these other great books to try. So that's going to be my August/September NBR, might be read. I hope that it encourages me to read more, which is always a good thing. So let me know down in the comments what you plan to read for the month of August or September. What do you think about TBRs and MBRs? Do you have a preference? If you've read any of these books, please leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. I don't really know a lot about these books, so any help would be welcome. I always read my comments anyways, but in this particular video, I'll be paying close attention to anybody that has like a recommendation of which one I should pick up first. I think that would be really helpful, and also it will inspire me to pick something up and really give it a shot, because there's so many here that's probably going to be the one issue, is which one do I read first. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one.